Hi, this is Leslie Worden from Morningside University. I'm the Department Head of Humanities, and we're back with another edition of What's Up, Humanities Alum. Today we have Emily Greenlee. Nope, that's not your last name anymore. Emily Parkhill. Okay. So, Emily, tell us what you are doing today. What's your current job that you have?
I am teaching social studies at a Catholic school in Council Bluffs called St. Albert's. I teach 7th grade social studies, 9th grade U.S. history, and 11th grade government. And I just started this semester a class for seniors called Holocaust Literature and Media. And it's wonderful.
Wow. So tell me the path that you took from graduation to where you are today.
Untraditional, I would say. I moved to Council Bluffs and didn't have a teaching job, so I looked for a while and nothing became immediately available, but I needed a job. So I actually ended up working at this corporate relocation management company for 4 years, and I loved that company. It was amazing. I had my daughter, and I was really jealous that my husband got to stay home on snow days. So then I quit there, not because I didn't love it, but because I needed to spend more time with my daughter. And so then I got a job as a para actually at one of the middle schools, and I was there for a semester. And then I got moved to a different middle school, similar job, and did that for a couple of months before the position at St. Albert became available. And then there I was, a teacher suddenly. So that year before I became a teacher was really kind of crazy fast paced, but now here I am, and this is also a wonderful job, so it's worked out really nicely.
Well, I think it sounds like you've had some really great experiences leading up toward where you started as a history education major. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. So what are the kinds of things that you did while you were at Morningside that you think prepared you to take those multiple paths and varied career fields until you're at this particular position?
Well, first, as a history major, we did a lot of reading, just like a lot of that. And I think that was really helpful in both the job at the relocation management company and obviously as a history teacher, but especially it was called NEI, the relocation company, especially there because my job was to review contracts and be really analytical and detail oriented about what was in those contracts and the implications of those things. And so I found that even though I honestly didn't even have any plan to use my degree at that job, I felt like I used it every day, being really critical about what I was looking at and really feeling successful in that, which I don't know, it brought me a lot of joy. I felt like I was really good at that job and that I could do it in a really laid back kind of way. And I got a lot of support there. And then, of course, now I have to speak publicly all the time. I have a lot of writing I have to do. I have to correct other people's writing. I have to know something well enough from reading it to be able to articulate it to not just children, but like I lead a lot of committees at the school for the teachers, and I have to be able to kind of synthesize and process sometimes dense information and retell it to other people. And that's typical humanities stuff. And we learned that in all of our classes there.
Absolutely. You're talking about critical thinking skills, which is one of those things that every employer is really looking for when they ask you to do tasks like that. If you were to give anyone advice, someone who's like, oh, I don't know if I should study the humanities, what kind of advice would you give them?
Well, immediately I would say absolutely you should do it because the humanities are what everybody needs. I think if more people, I tell my students this all the time, if more people really understood the whys and hows of where we're at right now, I think it would be a lot less complicated and a lot less tense. Just our culture, our conversations, everything I think would improve if more people had at least some basic knowledge of where we've been and how we got here. And you get that from the humanities. I mean, that's what it is. And the humanities is about humans and learning to love and respect them and care for them and understand them. And those are skills everybody needs. And so it's been, like I said, I really didn't even expect to use my degree at my old job, but I really did. And it wasn't, I trained to be a teacher and I wasn't a teacher for a long time, and yet I still used my degree a lot, all the time.
Absolutely. I think people think that when you study something like history or English, that you're going to be a teacher. And really, those skills are applicable to so many positions that folks go a multitude of pathways with that kind of degree. All right. Now I want to know, what was one of your favorite experiences while you were at Morningside?
I don't even think there is one. There's hundreds. You don't have time for that, but obviously a huge one is I studied abroad while I was at Morningside, and that was completely transformational. That one semester totally changed the trajectory of my life, and I feel like that might even be putting it mildly. I also got to travel to Guatemala, and I went to San Francisco, and I just had a lot of opportunities to do stuff like that in college. But then I worked on some campaigns. I got to meet several past or current presidents while I was at Morningside. I got a basic understanding of how fundamental Iowa is to the institutions in our government, and I don't think I would have gotten that anywhere else. So, and
That's
honestly,
very exciting.
I could go on and on forever, but
Well, of course you could. And I mean, didn't you meet someone there that became
oh yeah,
important
there's
to
that.
you?
I met my husband.
Oh,
Two really beautiful children. So there's that also in the clip notes. Yeah.
awesome. Well, that's wonderful to hear. Thank you so much for all of the wonderful things you had to say about your experience here. And I'm so proud of you. Glad to see you are doing what you are doing. And I hope to talk to you again very soon. If any of you out there would like to have any more information about studying the humanities at Morningside University, please feel free to go to morningside.edu, and we will take care of you and help you out. Thank you.
Thank you.